You know what separates winners from the rest? It's not talent, it's not luck, it's not some secret formula that only a few possess. It's one simple but powerful decision. The decision to win. Winning isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you decide. It's something you claim. It's something you fight for when every cell in your body is screaming for you to quit. Let me tell you something. I am going to win. And if you make that same decision right now, so will you. Your mind is the battlefield where every victory or defeat is decided long before you take action. Everything you want to achieve, everything you dream of, and everything you believe is possible, it all starts in one place. Your mindset. Winning isn't about luck. It's not about having more resources or better connections. It's not even about raw talent. There are plenty of talented people who never make it. Plenty of people born into great circumstances who never rise above mediocrity. Why? Because talent without the right mindset is wasted potential. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you are capable, if you believe you are strong enough, if you believe success is inevitable, then your actions will follow. But if you let doubt, fear, or negativity creep into your mind, you've already lost before you even start. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do you think they never face setbacks? Do you think they never had moments of doubt? Of course they did. But the difference is, they didn't let those moments define them. They didn't let failure write their story. Instead, they decided with absolute certainty that they would win no matter what. Your mind can be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. It will either push you forward or hold you back. And the choice is entirely yours. What you focus on grows. If you focus on obstacles, all you will see are barriers. If you focus on possibilities, you will start to see opportunities everywhere. If you constantly tell yourself, this is too hard or I'm not good enough, your brain will find reasons to prove you right. But if you tell yourself, I will figure this out, I am strong enough, I will find a way, then suddenly solutions start appearing, not because the world changes, but because your mindset changes. Success starts with a simple decision, the decision to believe in yourself. It's not about having all the answers. It's not about knowing exactly how you'll get there. It's about knowing that you will get there, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thought that enters your mind? Do you wake up with a sense of purpose, ready to attack the day? Or do you wake up already feeling defeated, already making excuses, already putting things off? Because that first thought sets the tone for everything that follows. You must train your mind like you train your body. Just like you wouldn't expect to build muscle without putting in work at the gym, you can't expect to build a strong mindset without effort. You have to feed it with positivity, discipline, and relentless belief. Every day you have two choices. Feed your mind with doubt or feed it with confidence. Feed it with excuses or feed it with action. Feed it with fear or feed it with faith. And here's the truth. Your mind will try to resist. It will try to trick you into staying comfortable, staying safe, staying small, because that's what it's designed to do. Your brain's job is survival, not success. Success requires pushing past comfort. It requires reprogramming your mind to embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Have you ever noticed how two people can face the exact same obstacle, but one person rises above it while the other gives up? The difference isn't their situation, it's their mindset. One sees failure as proof they aren't good enough. The other sees failure as feedback, as a lesson, as fuel to try again even harder. One person allows fear to control them. The other person feels fear but moves forward anyway. That's what winning takes. It takes control over your thoughts. It takes a mindset so powerful that no external force, no failure, no rejection, no temporary setback can shake your belief in yourself. Because at the end of the day, your success isn't determined by your circumstances. It's determined by your mind. Excuses are the language of failure. They are the walls people build to protect themselves from the discomfort of effort, the fear of failure, and the responsibility of success. But let me tell you something. Excuses don't build empires, they don't create champions, and they don't make history. Action does. Every time you make an excuse, you give away your power. You give yourself permission to stay where you are. You trade progress for comfort. You trade ambition for stagnation. And worst of all, you start to believe the lies you tell yourself. I don't have enough time. I'm not ready yet. It's too hard. What if I fail? But here's the truth. You will never be ready. It will always be hard. And you might fail, but so what? Winners don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it. They don't wait until they feel like it. They do it anyway. They don't let obstacles stop them. They find a way through, over, or around them. Because the only thing that guarantees failure is inaction. Look around. Everywhere you see success, you see action. Athletes don't become champions by talking about how good they could be. Entrepreneurs don't build businesses by dreaming about what they want to do someday. The strongest, the fastest, the most successful, they all have one thing in common. They take action while others make excuses. The difference between you and the person who is achieving what you want isn't talent, it's not luck, it's not even intelligence. It's that they did the work. While others were making excuses, they were making moves. While others were procrastinating, they were executing. And let's be real. Excuses are easy. It's easy to blame your circumstances, your past, your lack of resources. It's easy to tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. But let me ask you this. How many times have you said tomorrow and never followed through? How many dreams have you put off? How many goals have you abandoned because you allowed your excuses to be bigger than your determination? You have to ask yourself, do I want excuses or do I want results? Because you can't have both. Some of the most successful people in the world started with nothing. No money, no connections, no special advantages. The only thing they had was an unshakable mindset and the discipline to take action even when it was hard, even when they didn't feel like it, even when every excuse was right in front of them. Because here's the thing, action isn't about motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. You won't always feel like waking up early. You won't always feel like putting in the extra work. You won't always feel like pushing yourself. But winners don't rely on feelings, they rely on discipline. Discipline means showing up when it's inconvenient. It means doing the work even when no one is watching. It means taking action even when you're tired, when you're scared, when you're uncertain. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment you start making progress. The second you stop telling yourself why you can't and start asking yourself how you will, everything changes. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for things to be easier. Take action now. Most people run from challenges. They see obstacles as roadblocks, as signs that they should stop, as proof that something isn't meant for them. But winners, leaders, and champions, they see challenges differently. They see them as opportunities, as stepping stones, as tests that separate the strong from the weak. Every challenge you face is an invitation to grow. It is life asking you a simple question, how bad do you want it? Because if success were easy, everyone would have it. If winning required no effort, there would be no difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Think about this. When has anything truly valuable in life ever come easy? The best careers, the strongest bodies, the deepest relationships, the most meaningful achievements, none of them happen without struggle. Struggle is the price you pay for greatness. It's the toll you must pay to cross the bridge from average to extraordinary. The problem is that most people have been conditioned to avoid discomfort. They've been taught to take the easy route, to seek shortcuts, to play it safe. But what they don't realize is that avoiding challenges doesn't protect them, it weakens them. Because every time you run from a challenge, you reinforce the belief that you're not capable of overcoming it. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you shrink, you become smaller, you become less than what you were meant to be. But when you embrace challenges, everything changes. Instead of seeing obstacles as problems, you see them as teachers. Instead of fearing failure, you see it as feedback. Instead of backing down when things get tough, you rise up because you know that pressure is what turns coal into diamonds. Think about the most successful people in history. Did they have it easy? No. They were told no more times than they could count. They failed, they struggled, they lost. But they kept going because they understood one thing. Challenges are not there to stop you, they are there to prepare you. If you want to be stronger, you must lift heavier weights. If you want to be smarter, you must push your mind beyond its limits. If you want to be successful, you must endure more challenges than the average person is willing to face. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who endured, who persisted, who refused to let obstacles define them. They are the ones who took every challenge and used it as fuel to push harder, go further, and become better. And here's the truth. Life will test you. It will push you. It will break you down to see if you're worthy of what you say you want. It will throw challenges at you not to stop you, but to see if you have what it takes to rise above them. Most people quit when things get hard. That's why most people stay stuck, stay frustrated, stay in the same place year after year. But you are not most people. You were built for more. You were built to overcome, to endure, to rise above every challenge that comes your way. Because every challenge you overcome makes you stronger. Every setback you push through makes you wiser. Every obstacle you break through builds a version of you that is unstoppable. And when you embrace challenges instead of running from them, you become the kind of person who cannot be broken. Talent can open doors, but work ethic keeps them open. Intelligence can give you an advantage, but work ethic will take you further. Connections might get your foot in the door, but work ethic determines how long you stay. If you want to succeed at the highest level, there is no substitute for relentless, unstoppable effort. Look around at the most successful people in any field, sports, business, music, innovation. What do they all have in common? It's not just skill. It's not just luck. It's their obsession with outworking everyone around them. While others are sleeping, they're working. While others are making excuses, they're executing. While others are waiting for motivation, they're grinding. Because they understand one truth: work ethic beats talent when talent refuses to work hard. The difference between good and great is effort. The difference between winning and losing is effort. The difference between who you are now and who you could be, effort. Because no one becomes unstoppable by working when it's convenient. No one builds an empire by putting in effort only when they feel like it. Champions don't clock in and clock out. They are committed every single day, every single moment. And the truth is, most people will never reach their full potential because they are unwilling to pay the price. They want success without sacrifice. They want results without effort. They want to win, but they aren't willing to bleed for it. But those who understand the power of work ethic, they don't just work hard when people are watching. They don't just push themselves when it's easy. They show up rain or shine, tired or energized, motivated or not, and they do what needs to be done. Success isn't a mystery. It's not some secret formula that only a few people know. It's simple. The person who puts in more work more consistently wins. The person who studies longer, trains harder, practices more, and refuses to settle for good enough is the person who rises to the top. The greatest athletes, the best entrepreneurs, the highest achievers in every industry, they are obsessed with the process. They don't just work hard because they have to. They work hard because it's who they are. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They don't stop when they're tired. They stop when they're done. Most people give up when things get tough. They complain about long hours, about how hard it is, about how they deserve a break. But those with an unstoppable work ethic, they embrace the grind. They don't resent the struggle. They respect it. They don't run from the work. They attack it. Because they know that every extra hour, every extra rep, every extra push is separating them from the competition. If you want to be the best, if you want to dominate your field, if you want to achieve what others can only dream of, you have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to be willing to outwork, outlast, and outperform every single person around you. Not once, not twice, but every single day. And make no mistake, this is not about being the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted. This is about refusing to be outworked. This is about setting a standard so high for yourself that no one can match your level of commitment. This is about showing up with relentless intensity and a fire inside you that never burns out. Because at the end of the day, success is earned. Respect is earned. Greatness is earned. And the only way to earn it is to put in more work, more effort, and more sacrifice than anyone else is willing to give. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits, break you down, and see if you have what it takes to rise. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It's the ability to take the hits, to endure the pain, to keep moving forward when everything in you is screaming to stop. Resilience is not about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure define you. Every successful person has failed repeatedly. They have lost money, opportunities, relationships, and even their confidence at times, but they never lost their will to keep going. That's what separates them from the rest. Most people quit when things get tough, but the unstoppable ones, they rise. They get back up, no matter how many times they've been knocked down. Look at the people you admire, the champions, the leaders, the innovators. They didn't get to where they are because everything went perfectly for them. They got there because they refused to stay down. Every setback was a lesson. Every hardship was fuel. Every rejection was motivation. Most people let adversity break them. They let one failure convince them they aren't good enough. They let one rejection make them give up on their dreams. But resilience is about knowing that failure is part of the process. It's a requirement, not a reason to quit. If you never fail, it means you're not pushing yourself hard enough. If you never struggle, it means you're staying in your comfort zone. And the comfort zone is the enemy of growth. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. It's about taking the hit, learning from it, and coming back stronger. Every challenge you overcome builds your strength. Every obstacle you face prepares you for something greater. Life is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about becoming the person who can handle anything. Pain is temporary. Failure is temporary. Struggles are temporary. But quitting, that's permanent. That's the only real failure. You have to make a choice. Are you going to let adversity break you, or are you going to let it build you? When life gets hard, most people start asking, why is this happening to me? But resilient people ask, how can I grow from this? They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't dwell on what went wrong. They take control. They look for solutions. They find a way forward. You must train your mind to be stronger than your emotions. There will be days when you feel defeated. There will be moments when you want to give up. But feelings are not facts. Just because you feel like quitting doesn't mean you should. Just because you feel like you've hit a dead end doesn't mean there isn't another path forward. Every time you refuse to quit, you build your resilience. Every time you push through pain, you strengthen your willpower. Every time you rise after falling, you become unbreakable. And when you become unbreakable, nothing, not failure, not rejection, not setbacks can stop you from achieving your goals. There is only one moment that truly matters, the one you are in right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. Most people waste their lives trapped in two places, the past and the future. They replay their mistakes, their failures, and their regrets, allowing old wounds to define them. Or they obsess over what might happen, overanalyzing, hesitating, waiting for the perfect time that never comes. Meanwhile, the present moment, the only place where action, change, and success can happen, passes them by. If you want to take control of your life, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to become unstoppable, you have to master the power of now. Because now is where everything happens. Now is where decisions are made. Now is where action takes place. How many times have you said, I'll start tomorrow? How many dreams have you put on hold? How many opportunities have you missed because you were waiting for the right moment? The truth is, the right moment is now, the perfect time is now, the only time that exists is now. When you understand this, procrastination dies. Fear loses its grip. Excuses disappear because you realize that your future is not created by what you say you will do someday. It's created by what you do right now. Your goals, your success, your potential. They are not waiting for you in some distant future. They are waiting for you to take action in this moment. You don't need more time. You don't need to feel more ready. You need to make a decision and execute. Most people live as if they have all the time in the world. They postpone their dreams, believing they have years to chase them. But time doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. Life moves forward whether you take action or not. And every moment wasted in hesitation is a moment lost forever. The people who achieve greatness don't do it by thinking about what they could do someday. They do it by taking massive action today. They understand that success is built in the present moment with small, consistent steps that add up over time. If you want to change your life, change what you are doing right now. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Stop making excuses. The only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is action in the present moment. What are you doing with this moment? What are you focusing on? Are you moving forward or are you holding yourself back? The choices you make right now are shaping your future. Every second you hesitate is a second you will never get back. Every excuse you make is time stolen from your own success. You must become obsessed with the now, because now is all you have.